Salut à toutes et à tous, alors on prend les épisodes de Vampyr. Alors, on part sur l'épisode numéro 14. Ouais, je m'explique. J'étais en train de rec l'épisode numéro 13, l'application s'est plantée. J'ai pas trouvé le rec et Vampyr, quand il y a des recs qui se passent, s'il y a une sauvegarde, tu peux pas revenir en arrière. En gros, je vais vous expliquer ce qui s'est passé. On a visité le cimetière, on a sauvé une citoyenne, on a assisté à l'enterrement de Marie, on a vu la mère de Jonathanoid, et voilà. On a parlé avec les DHBI. Oui, je dois vous parler de tout ça parce qu'il n'y aura pas d'épisode 13, il y aura direct un épisode 14. L'épisode 13, il est perdu. Si vous voulez un jour récupérer l'épisode 13, vous pouvez me lâcher un commentaire du style où est l'épisode 13. Bah, à ce moment-là, on en parlera parce qu'il faut vraiment que je refasse tout le jeu pour faire juste cette partie-là. Mais bon, bref, c'est pas grave, ça arrive. Sinon, on va continuer notre épisode comme d'habitude. Ce sera l'épisode 14 étant donné que l'épisode 13 c'est un épisode perdu. On a trouvé un nouveau refuge aussi. Oui, on a fait plein de trucs. C'est pas à combien de minutes j'étais en train de rec et après l'application s'est plantée. Merci. Bref. Rejoindre l'église Sainte-Marie, comme le nom de sa sœur, qui est Marie. Voilà, j'étais en train de faire des blagues là-dessus. C'est peut-être la PS4 qui a aimé les blagues, je sais pas, j'en sais rien. Enfin bon, bref. On y va. Alors, ici il y a normalement du monde. On les a tués. Bon, il y a un citoyen en haut qu'on peut pas... avec lequel on peut pas discuter actuellement. Ok. On peut pas l'espionner pour le moment, j'ai pas compris. Bref, on verra ça plus tard. Sinon, après le monde qu'on a tué ici, ouais, ça a planté ici, exactement. Donc ça a pas planté à cause de la blague. Ça, c'est la bonne nouvelle. Sinon, il y avait un garde qu'on a tué ici. On va le retuer. Ou on peut le laisser en vie. Ah, bien sûr. Vu que nos attaques sont en raison, on va pas les laisser en vie. Voilà. C'est comme ça qu'il meurt. Alors. Ouais, c'est là où on était au début. Bon. J'étais dans un combat contre lui en fait. Lorsque ça s'est planté. Du coup, on reprend là où on était. Avec l'épisode perdu. C'est pas grave, ça arrive.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Ouais.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Et voilà. C'est comme ça qu'on tue un scale. On appuie sur carré, 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 et il meurt. Rien de plus compliqué, non? Enfin, bon, bref. Ouais, très sensible aux armes à feu apparemment. C'est pas qu'il est juste sensible, c'est qu'il est très sensible aux armes à feu. Voilà. Écharpe en laine. Ok, ok. Bien. Alors. Bon. Je mets en pause 2 secondes. Je lance un truc sur Sam Norzor, bien sûr, comme d'hab. Alors, les types d'Elia. Qui connaît les types d'Elia? Il y en a 2 au total. C'est bon. Je peux recharger de l'énergie sans qu'ils me prennent pour un bot. Ok, on va éviter cette partie. Ah, l'église.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I've no need for a kind ear, only a moment of peace in God's house.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
C'est bon du coup?
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Alors. Ah ouais, dans le genre.
Stop, Vampyr!
À cette distance, il faut pas me gêner. Assez solide en vrai. Hein. Ok.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
C'est quoi ça?
That's Pembroke.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
C'est vrai ça?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No, I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Did you
Ok.
see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ok. Un peu bizarre quand même.
Jonathan, my sincere...
Your kindness.
Is there anything you require?
Ouais.
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Ok.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accept it.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend. And so we are outcasts.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Ok.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Bon, pas mal comme argument.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Ok.
Goodbye, Milton.
That Callaghan fellow.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan. I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Mettre fin au ravage de Sean Hampton.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Ok. Alors. On augmente la capacité sanguine. Oui, ça m'arrange. La nuit suivante. On n'a pas soigné les gars des docks. Ouais, c'est pas ouf. L'état du quartier devient satisfaisant. Ok. Pour ce quartier-là, il reste stable. Une malade en plus, ou deux. Celui-là, on peut pas encore le soigner. Et elle a un rhume. Les trois autres, c'est fatigue. Ok. Bon, on va quand même lui préparer ses médicaments. Hein. Sinon, on a fatigue en plus, ok. Et l'autre, c'est migraine, rhume. Migraine, d'accord. Fatigue en plus, migraine. Voilà. Angle de... ok. Voilà, on va... ça. Et c'est bon. Alors, pour ce truc, pour l'améliorer... Ah, elle est déjà niveau 3. Pour le niveau 4, on n'a pas encore. Pour le fusil, on n'a pas encore ces trucs. Pour ça, non, non plus. Ok. Pas encore. D'accord. Bon. On va peut-être convaincre Yashun de retourner à Whitechapel. On va partir sur elle du coup. Parce qu'on part sur la mission principale. Je crois que partir sur la mission principale, ça va nous changer un peu les idées. Allez, on part sur la mission principale du coup. Bon, pour aller à la mission principale, on va encore avancer. Et voilà.
Let's turn around if I were you. Don't come no closer. Christ! He's dead! Fear no evil! Die!
Voilà. Ok.
Look lively! It's on to us! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! Filthy piece of shit!
Non, 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 non.